Hello, my name's Shell and welcome to week 16 of my Weight Watchers journey. I've been following the green plan since the first week in January and so far I've lost just over 2.5 stone, so I'm very pleased with my progress. I'd like to say I've had a really good week on the green plan this week, but I haven't. I've had a week on the green plan, but it's not been very good. I've really struggled this week. I've stuck to my points every day. I get 28 points a day and 30 points to spread over the week. I've never gone over my allotted points, although I have used up I always use up all my weekly points, usually. And I did do this week, but every day has been a struggle and I don't know why. It's been so hard. It's not at any particular time of the month. We've not started going out, so things aren't any more difficult. I've been eating the same foods that I generally eat. But this week, every day has been a struggle. I wanted to pick and I wanted to eat things, and there was some times during the week where I was within a hair's breadth of just giving it all up and eating everything available in the house. And I did have to sit myself down and give myself several severe talking tos. I know all these psychologists say, you should always be nice to yourself and talk to yourself like you're in a child and be nice and that, but it doesn't work for me. There are times when I have to sit myself down and really lay it out for myself, and I have to use lots of swear words and lots of nasty things are said. But it's the only way it can get through to me sometimes. I have to really be strict with myself and lay it out how it is, and I've had to do that several times this week. Quite a few times when my hand hovered over that bread and it was a struggle to pull back. But I did do, and the whole week has been completely on plan. And it didn't help that on the mornings, I don't weigh every morning. Sometimes I'll not weigh for a couple of days and then I weigh. I usually weigh on a Tuesday morning. And every time I got on the scales, they hadn't moved. And in fact, one day I was a pound heavier. And it's just been wavering a pound up and down all week. So that really, really paid me off, because I thought, when you wake up in the morning and you think, God, yesterday was a real struggle. I was good, so I'm going to have lost some weight today. And you get on the scales and it's not happening. You really could just abandon everything. So that's been my week. We haven't had any new meals this week. We did have the new salted caramel Magnum bars, which weren't quite as spectacular as I thought they were going to be. My two favourite flavours, dark chocolate and salted caramel and ice cream. I thought this is going to be heavenly. But it was nice. I actually think I prefer the vanilla ones though. But they're quite high in points. I think it was 11 points for one. So I've only had one this week. I could only fit one in with the points. So that's what I had. And it wasn't as wonderful as I hoped it was going to be. But it was very, very nice, I have to say, as a treat. And the rest of the week we've had our usual meals. So we had a stew. I cooked a stew in the Instant Pot on, day was it? Wednesday. Oh, it was really nice. All vegetables and beans and some herbs and spices. So we ate that on Wednesday and Thursday night. And it was gorgeous, really filling. But again, I thought, it's really very low fat food, and I was thinking this is going to have really made a difference to the weight loss, but no. Anyway, I'm going to do the live weigh-in. Last week I weighed 11 stone and half a pound, and I really, really desperately want to get into the 10 stones, and I think I might just have scraped it. So let's have a look.
Hello.
Wake the scales up.
It's ready.
Okay, now fingers crossed.
10 stones, 13.8 pounds.
Oh, well, it does say 10 stone. So 10 stone 13.8, which I round up to 11 stone. So I'm very pleased it said it's in the 10 stones. I'm actually logging that as 11 stone. So I've lost half a pound. All that struggle all week, and I've lost half a pound. I feel like I could pick the scales up and throw them out the window today. But that's the way it goes, isn't it? You know, you've got to look at it over a long term. I've lost 2.5 stones since Christmas, and that is fantastic. So I've got to look at it in the long term and be pleased with that. And I am pleased with that. And hopefully next week will be an easier week. Will be an easier week, and maybe a little bit more of a loss, I hope. Although perhaps it will start to slow down now. Maybe as the smaller I get, perhaps the slower it'll go. I don't know. I have to look at this as not being a diet that I'm going to give up as well. That's the other thing. This is it now. This is the way, if I'm going to be a slim person, this is the way I'm going to have to eat forever. Well, perhaps a bit more when it comes to the maintenance, but I'm not going to be able to one day go back to eating how I want to eat, which is just eating everything in sight. So I'm going to have to get used to it, and I do hope this is an easier week though, because it was such a tussle, and I know everyone has these weeks, but it's hard. It really is hard. Weight loss is hard sometimes, and that's just the way it is. It can't always be easy. But anyway, that was my week. I hope everybody else had an easier week, and I'd love to hear in the comments how you've got on. And I shall see you next week. Take care. I hope you have a good one. Bye.